Richard was talking a lot about how we as theater artists now, like what do we do next? You know, we're sort of in this nowhere land where, you know, Broadway is shut down, theaters across the country are shut down, all these theater artists are home. We don't exactly know when and how theaters are going to open again and what that's going to look like and what it's going to take to allow actors on stage to be intimate in the way that they have to be in order to produce theater, and to allow audiences to be intimate in the way they have to be in order to see theater. So it got me thinking about, if I were to try to create theater that was relevant for right now, that would be theater designed to be performed over video sharing platforms. And what does that look like? Could I create a comedy that is intended to be done over Zoom, essentially? And if I were to write that comedy, what would that comedy be about? And so for me, that falls in a family setting, you know, a mom, a dad, a grandpa, a bunch of kids. That's what appeals to me. And I'm interested to see, how do I put those characters on Zoom and still get a Neil Simon-esque comedy out of it? Because that's where I live. That's my comfort zone. And that is what is interesting to me, you know, as a challenge for me. So I basically said to Jason, like, I kind of want to write like a Neil Simon show over Zoom. And he was like, okay, let's see about that. And so fortunately, Richard was really into that idea, and I came up with a premise for the show and a whole bunch of characters that I think will be in the show. And I'm intentionally putting, the bulk of the characters are going to be high school and college age, the kids in this family and their girlfriend and whatever, because theater directors in high schools and colleges around the country right now are scrambling for appropriate content to produce with their students. There are a lot of students in the high school, college years that want nothing more than to become actors, and their whole everything has been cut short right now. So if I could create something fun and entertaining that could go out to schools as programming for students to be able to do virtually, that would be thrilling to me and really exciting. So that's my goal. So I've already started scripting because I got the go-ahead the other day, and I think it's going to be really fun, and I'm really excited about it. It's kind of weird to be excited about writing a show that won't be on a stage ever, but I also kind of love it because it feels like a response to what's happening right now. It makes me feel really proactive and engaged in what I can do right now, because I think so many of us feel helpless, and I know I do. So this feels like a thing I can do. Also, a lot of the content that's coming out right now and that's being generated right now is serious. You know, this is a really serious time in our history. People are sad. There's a lot to be sad about. There's a lot to grieve right now. But I think to celebrate the normal, or to celebrate what remains us or remains the good, and to find the funny in it, feels like not just a challenge, but like a requirement for sanity. So it feels exciting to me particularly to be trying to tackle comedy now. Yeah. It feels important.